The U.S. Open. Oh, yeah, I had that in my remarks. I'd like to welcome everyone to the September 17th, 2020 meeting of the Delaware County Commissioners and the kickoff of the 2020 U.S. Open. So anyway, if you could rise and please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board. To my right is our Vice President, Gary Merrill. To my left is fellow Commissioner Barb Lewis, and our clerk today is Sarah DeNova, and also our Administrator, Mike Fromer, is on board as well. We can start.
Resolution number 20-817, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held September 14th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 20-817. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Next, we have Director Jeff Fischel.
Welcome.
Morning, Commissioners. Jeff Fischel, Director of EMS, Delaware County. Today I have the privilege of introducing Steve Dick and acknowledging his retirement from the county, impending retirement from the county after 21 years. Steve is a member of a family that has actually been very involved here at Delaware County EMS. His father was the first chief of Delaware County EMS, Ed Dick. His brother worked here, Hugh, and his other brother worked here as well, Matt. And so now Steve is retiring. He's the last of his family to work here, but it's quite a legacy for his family. And Steve, if you want to say a few words, talk about what you've seen over 21 years, long time.
They're hot, aren't they?
Aye.
Hi there, everybody. Yeah, I've enjoyed my time here at Delaware. Like I said, like Jeff said, the chief, Dad helped get it started, and he was first chief, and I've been through 4 chiefs, I think, and each time the department's gotten bigger and better, so.
Did he tell you to say that?
I'm not supposed to say anything. Yeah, I started when I came in when they started Station 7, so, and helped start Station 9, so yeah, I've been here a little bit of time. So I've really enjoyed my time. I think I'm going to miss it, so I never know. I might keep my eyes open, maybe come back for something else, do something else. I know my dad was also in charge of the EMA department back in the day when we got in Pearline.
Okay.
Then he went to the EMA, so I always thought it'd be nice to at least get into the EMA work before I actually go completely. So I know I might look at volunteer work, so I may stay, you may still hear my name around, never know. Mm-hmm. I'd like to do something. Been in public safety ever since I've been 18. I've been a deputy sheriff, I've been a dispatcher, so I mean, I guess public safety is what we do, and like part of my family does, so.
Oh, my gosh.
Like I said, I really appreciate the county's been great to me, and can't ask for anything more.
Boy, that certainly speaks well of your career that you can say that. We'd love to have you stick around, that no matter, what you choose, whether it's more of an EMA mission or EMS, whatever. Boy, with your experience and expertise.
Right.
Gosh.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I always want to thank you for your service. 21 years of servicing this county and taking care of the people who live in our county, and you probably have a lot of stories you could have shared with us if you had time, but that's got to make you feel very proud. I have a good friend in Nelsonville. You talk about your background would be perfect for it. He was down in the New Orleans area back when they had a hurricane a few weeks ago, and he's with a group that goes to those areas and gets involved for a couple, 3 weeks at a time. So don't know if you have an interest in something like that, but if you do, his name's Fred Holmes. Be happy to put you in touch with him.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yes.
But your background would be ideal for something like that, I would think. So God bless you, and I wish you the very best in your retirement.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Steve.
Yes, thank you.
Glad to have your 21 years, and whatever you do in the future, good luck with that. We do have a proclamation, but
Okay.
unfortunately, with the COVID restrictions, we can't get a group picture anymore.
Right.
Or at least temporarily for now. So anyway, I will, Jeff, I don't know if you wanted to try to get a picture, but there it is, the proclamation signed by the three of us. And again, thank you for everything. And what stations did you work?
Well, I started at 7, went from 7 to 5, 5 to 9, 9 to 4, 4 to 6,
Oh, my God.
and back to 5, where I'm at now. Ugh, I can't remember. Time goes by quick.
Oh, my God.
So,
You've seen a good bit of the county then.
yes.
Oh,
Different
sure.
stations.
Yeah,
That,
well,
Yeah.
with mandatory overtime, I have hit each station.
oh, yes.
May have just been for a, 12-hour shift or something, but,
Yeah, yeah.
been all over. There's not a station I haven't worked out of.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's terrific.
phenomenal.
That's really great.
Thank you all.
so
and
much.
again, best
Thank
wishes.
you.
Very much, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Best wishes to you and your family.
Thanks.
All right, Sarah, we can continue.
Next, we have Lisa Keller from the City of Delaware, the 2nd Ward.
Out there, oh yeah, there she is. Welcome.
Welcome, Lisa.
Lisa?
Up, here comes Jennifer.
Commissioners, thank you for the opportunity to present this morning. It's wonderful to see our partners in the county. For the record, I'm Lisa Keller, Delaware City Council member. I'm here on behalf of the city to ask for your support on a critical issue. This past Monday, Delaware City Council passed a resolution, number 20-53, a resolution requesting the Ohio Department of Health provide pertinent data relating to the total number of COVID-19 tests performed for residents in the city of Delaware and Delaware County. We're requesting that this data be provided to the Delaware General Health District, and this resolution had their full support. This data is our county's positivity rate. It tells us how many of those tested are actually infected in our county, and it was promised by the Ohio Department of Health by August 1st. We're hoping you'll join us in passing a similar resolution to help stress to the Ohio Department of Health that this data is very important to our health district. In support of them, we're politely urging the Ohio Department of Health to make this available as soon as possible. Matters of data can be complicated, but my intent is to demonstrate this data point's importance by using a simplified and brief example. One of the current data points we're using most prominently is the number of cases in our county. As it stands, though, we have an unsolvable math problem when we try to understand if there is more or less disease transmission. The percent positive is exactly what it sounds. The percentage of all the coronavirus tests performed that are actually positive over the total number of tests performed multiplied by 100 to get us a positive. The positivity rate helps our public health officials determine what the current level of coronavirus transmission is, and are we doing enough testing for the number of people who are being infected. The percent positive is a critical measure because it gives us an indication of how widespread the infection area, how widespread the infection is in the area where testing is occurring. You went, it's a little bit too far ahead for me. I'm sorry. Here we go, thank you. So given this example, the number of positive cases during the reporting period alone, we're missing our denominators to our fractions. That's the total number of tests performed. So if we gave this math problem to an elementary school student, they would tell us that the problem is actually unsolvable. 187 over x is greater or less than 137 over y. We can't figure out the answer without knowing the values of x and y. We cannot decide if our positive cases are increasing or decreasing without knowing these denominators. That's the positivity rate that we are seeking. In this example, let's imagine that our positive cases went from 187 to 137. We're asking ourselves, is our disease transmission in our community getting better? We don't know yet. We're 6 months into this pandemic, and we still don't know. When our case counts get published in the Delaware General Health District Facebook page, people have a tendency to look at the case numbers and make assumptions. 38 new cases since yesterday. Wow, that's sad and scary for our community. I want to crawl under a rock and hide until this is all over. When cases go down, individuals assume we're coming down slowly. These are actual comments from the Delaware General Health District Facebook page with identifiable information redacted. Our health district is being as transparent as they possibly can be, but they're limited because they don't have all of the information. But these case counts have an impact on behavior in our community, the level of fear and risk-taking behavior that our citizens engage in. These numbers matter to our constituents, and they matter to our health district, and they matter to every business that sits empty. They matter to our kids and to our schools, and providing honest data in the proper context matters to everyone. Now let's assume that the Ohio Department of Health provides the numbers that we're asking for. With the total number of tests given during a reporting period, we can now compare our numbers. Using this example, 187 positive results out of 4,000 tests given. 4,000 tests is a lot of tests, but let's assume that we had several pop-up testing locations in our county, college students returning. This accounts for changes in testing patterns. Our positivity rate is 4.7. In the next reporting period, it appears our numbers went down. 137 is less than 187, right? Cause for celebration? But fewer overall tests were performed, so our positivity rate actually went to 9.1%, well above the recommended 5% threshold by Johns Hopkins and the World Health Organization. This could mean disease transmission is up a lot, or it could mean we're not doing enough testing. That's for the Delaware General Health District to decide. But in either case, what if we had made the wrong assumptions as elected officials in conjunction with our health district? The Ohio Department of Health has this data. They use it to calculate a positivity rate for our entire state. As of September 12th, Ohio's positivity rate is 3.8%. They have the data that we need. Ohio Department of Health considers positivity rates so important they use positivity rate as the sole indicator for issuing travel advisories for states with 15% positivity rate or higher. Many other entities, including Ohio Wesleyan University, use positivity rate in their own coronavirus dashboard. So there's little question as to why this data point would provide tremendous value to the Delaware General Health District. There's other work to be done. We must continue to advocate for standards regarding the test itself, viral loads of the individuals testing positive, what specific metrics the governor needs to end his emergency declaration. But for today, I want to begin with positivity rate because it's long overdue, promised to our health commissioner by August 1st, and it's been repeatedly asked for by Ms. Hiddleston. This resolution is being brought forward in cooperation with our health district in support of their great work. Ohioans deserve transparent, accurate public health data. As policymakers, we need it in order to make informed decisions. I ask for your consideration in passing a similar resolution for Delaware County, for data transparency, for our kids, our vulnerable, our businesses, and our hardworking health district. Happy to answer any questions.
Lisa?
I want to compliment you for all the work you put into this, and the thing that's been frustrating to me is as you do more testing, I'm doing my layman's version, as you do more testing, you're going to have more positive results. Without being able to complete that equation, you don't know the percentages. All you're asking is that that information be provided so we know what the actual percentage of positive cases are, is my understanding.
Yes.
And it's also my understanding the health department is on board with this
Yes.
request. I don't understand why the state hasn't provided it. Do they give you a reason why it's not available by county, only by state? Is there some reason they give?
Very complicated reasons that relate to their data collection methods and who is reporting to who and writing computer programs to coordinate the data. It seems to me that 6 months in, if we're able to issue mandates for a whole bunch of other things, that this is a solvable problem, perhaps maybe not by tomorrow, but if we give some urging and let them know how important that we feel that it is, perhaps that they could solve it sooner rather than later.
So we're supposed to trust the numbers provided at a state level, but we can't trust them if they break it down by county. Seems a little inconsistent. I fully support it. I would encourage that we have our administrator put together a resolution for Monday, if there's no objection.
Well, and I'd like to thank you for coming in and all the work that you have done on this. You've been so steadfast in really being on top of this, Lisa. And I mean, I was going to ask the same thing you did. You know, it's like, it's just a no-brainer as far as the knowledge that it gives us when you've got that denominator. So it's like, why don't we have this? So, no, I'm very happy to push it and to pass a resolution.
Yeah, I want to thank you also for the algebra lesson. It's been a long time since I've had
Oh,
Mr.
This comes from a
Phelps-
CPA, so.
yeah.
Mr. Phelps's sophomore year in high school algebra class. So, but no, I agree. I don't know why this data is so hard to get. It's clearly available at the state level. They ought to be able to break it down at the county.
Right.
So yeah, whatever we can do to help that mission.
Wonderful, thank you. So we passed the resolution, and then we accompanied it with a letter to the Director of Ohio Department of Health, and we requested at the city for a meeting, and said we passed this resolution, and we're requesting a meeting to discuss it.
So if we pass it Monday, is that soon enough?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much for your time this
Okay.
morning.
Welcome.
Appreciate
Thank
the
you for
support
bringing this
tremendously.
forward.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the work.
Okay, Sarah, let's continue.
Resolution number 20-818, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants on batch number CMA PR 0916.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion, vote?
Vote on motion 20-818. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Bitton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-819, in the matter of accepting and approving the Delaware County Sheriff's Office transport report for the month of August 2020.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion, vote?
Vote on motion 20-819. Mr. Bitton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-820, in the matter of approving a services agreement with Air Force One for UV-C PHY installation.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion,
Good morning, John Melvin, Director of Facilities. This resolution for the service agreement, the Air Force One will install UV filters in various buildings throughout the county, particularly the larger buildings, the new courthouse, the Hayes Building, the Willis Building, here in the Carnegie Building, as well as one of the units out of the jail. The UV filter helps disinfect the air circulating and provides them other benefits too as well, as far as just cleaning the air, provides additional oxygenation to the air through it. So, and this, we will also be looking to the CARES Act to help reimburse to do this work as well.
okay? Vote?
Vote on motion 20-820. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Bitton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-821, in the matter of authorizing the purchase of furniture, fixtures, and equipment for the historic courthouse renovation.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion,
It's a little bit of a follow-up for completing the order for the new furniture for the historic courthouse renovation project. So the furniture, we work with Office City, Office State contracts, and cooperative purchasing agreements to be able to better select the appropriate furniture to go throughout the building.
I have two things. Well, first of all, I'll ask this and we'll vote, but Do we have a date you're targeting for the move-in?
I do not have a firm date yet.
I keep getting asked that, we keep
Yes.
speculating, people ask us that all the time, and
We've ran into some issues with some suppliers, getting backed up from, again, effects from COVID, particularly the lighting suppliers has had problem getting some of the finishes done on some of the fixtures. We ran into an issue with the carpet, we made a change, which has delayed that. I don't have a firm date yet. We're working with Altman to kind of finalize an extension to figure out when the completion date. I'm looking probably November.
well, I keep hearing October, but, because that's the day we were
Yeah,
given.
that's where we're working, shooting.
If I had to make a guess, I think it'll be after Thanksgiving, probably.
My goal is not to get, is actually, well, one, we'll make sure they have assured me the front plaza will be done for Veterans Day. That work will be
Right.
complete.
Oh, yeah.
That's November 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they affirmed me that date, that's got to be done by then. And my goal will be before Thanksgiving, but I'm not promising anything at this point in time.
Thanks, John. It's got to be a challenge, to
Yeah.
say the least.
What are the dollars involved in this contract?
$360,000
Okay. Now, that's the furniture for the whole?
for the whole building, yes. Yeah, throughout.
Okay. All right. Vote?
Vote on motion 20-821. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Commissioner Bitton, I said I had two things.
Yeah.
Is this a special day?
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, tell everybody what the day is?
It's just my birthday. I usually don't get to do this because typically I'm at the fair during my birthday.
Yeah,
so-
right.
Because the fair's so late this year and
Well,
there is a
we
fair.
can't let it get away from us, then, can we?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
John.
Thank you.
That's great.
Resolution number 20-822, in the matter of accepting the sanitary sewer improvements for Liberty Summit and Evans Farm 2, Section 2, Phase A, Part 1.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. So these both have been installed and met all of our requirements at the sewer district. The first one, Evans Farm, is just the next phase. That's just west of the Parade of Homes lots. It's actually off of Pyatt Road in between Mulberry and Linden Street. There's 20 lots. The second one, Liberty Summit, is the apartment complex that's located in Gulf Village near Sawmill and Home Road. And there are 234 units in that apartment complex.
Okay, vote?
Vote on motion 20-822. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tiffany.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay, we have nothing until the hearing.
Correct. And
So
if you
do-
could give us a couple minutes.
Do you
to
want
get
us
that set up.
to recess until 10, so you can get going?
Okay.
Getting things set up? Okay, if anybody's watching, we'll recess until 10, or shortly thereafter, and we can get the hearing opened and proceed.